Hello, and how the hell is everybody? Yes, I had to wait until after the 10-minute mark so that I could use the word hell. So, helly. Hope everybody's doing well. And right on cue, out the window, you can hear the ghetto bird. Looking for somebody. Not me. I'm innocent. I didn't do it. You can't prove it. I don't have her chonies in my pocket. So for the gold star tonight, we have Gunpla Fixation saying subs up. For silver, we have Flair, aka Ric Flair, saying hey with a hand, clappy hand. And other Dave saying hey, HAGN fam, which I've actually been thinking about changing the channel name again. I don't know. I've been thinking about changing it to HAGN. It's kind of weird. So I did some searching today at work. Let me get this out of my ear because it seems to be working just fine. So I did some searching today on a computer that didn't have any really YouTube loaded on it. And I did a search for Dave's World. And every channel in the world came up but mine. So I don't know, it's supposed to be listed. If I type in the Gunpla Meister, which is what my channel used to be, which I may go back to that, I don't know. That pops up, and I think the first video that pops up when you type in that is my first video I did 5-6 years ago on talking about the Tamiya panel line product. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below and in the live chat section while you guys are here, if you're watching this, what you guys think about changing the channel name. I mean, I love the fact that it's Dave's World, it's my world, but hey Colin, how are you? So yeah, let me know what you think about either going back to the Gunpla Meister or changing the channel name to HAGN. Technically, if you type in youtube.com/the Gunpla Meister, my channel comes up. And if you type in youtube.com/Dave's World, my channel comes up. So I don't know. I've been thinking about that for a while because yes, I do some random reviews of products and stuff like that, but I don't know. Most everything is Gunpla or kit related, so I don't know. Maybe I will go back to my roots of the Gunpla Meister. That's what most people end up knowing me as. So I don't know. Let me know. Looking at the chat, let's see here. We have the other day just spamming the crap with all of the things. Let's see here. YouTube search algorithm screws you over on the search, dude. 4 full pages of scrolling to find yours. Let's see here. Ric Flair, Version Con, subs guys. Thank you, Jim. You are awesome as usual. That's what I met you with the name 8 years ago. Yeah, so I may end up going back to that. I mean, that's what everybody knew me as on all the different forums and stuff. I don't know. I was having a midlife crisis and I decided to change it to Dave's World. And I mean, it's still my world. I think that's a big thing of why I'm not getting out there like a cheap whore. Because I am really cheap. I'm not free, but I'm cheap. Speaking of cheap and free, check out our friend of the channel, and that is going to be Galactic Toys. Galactic Toys. Use code Starshadow for 10% off anything in the store. I ended up sending the owner email tonight. I don't know if he's mad at me. I don't know if he's just so swamped that he doesn't have time to look at my emails or messages. I don't know. But I ended up, hi Sarah. So thank you for dropping in. You're a fresh name I've seen in the chat. And name your channel Dave Gunpowmeister. Maybe. I'll roll it around. Let's see here. So so I sent the owner of Galactic Toys email just thanking him. And Dave, what grade are you in? 4th. I'm in 4th grade. I'm not in a grade. Let's see here. So I sent him an email asking him if he could hold some display products because he's got some in stock and I want to try that out. And why do I have a feeling I know who Sarah is? And I think I know exactly who it is. If it's who I think it is, then Sarah's the one that the Pikachu is going to. So anyway, I asked him to hold some display products for me because a lot of people have been messaging me about them, asking me if I'm going to get any to review. I should really try some, things like that, how great they are. And he's got a bunch in stock, and I'm also going to try and pick up a couple of resin kits. As you remember, I mentioned in a couple streams back that he was going to send me the real grade Sosby, which I didn't end up getting, and then it wasn't on the site, so I thought it was sold out, but then someone told me it wasn't back in stock. And I am thinking about picking up the 100 scale resin Barbados conversion or dress up kit. So we'll see, but I'll have to wait until after the 24th to order that. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Let's see. Sarah wants to know what grade I'm in. I'm in old school grade. I'm more of a, I don't know, high grade to master grade. Not quite perfect grade. When is your birthday? It's in April. He is in master grade. The resins youngs are in the forever pile. They'll get built eventually. Sure, Jim. Sure. Actually, I already know Jim's working on those. What music is playing? It is custom music that I pay for, and is Minecraft a toy? No, it is a video game, though they do make toys. Nori TV says hello, nice to meet you all, and hello Nori, hello, and awesome for you being here. Thank you very much for stopping by. Let's see here. So in today's video, we are going to be working on the arms. We're going to be working on hopefully the last of this kit. I've got about until 9:30 or so. We're going to be working on the arms, hopefully the shield and hands and weapons. And I'm trying to talk a little bit louder so that you can't hear the helicopter going right overhead. They are not looking for me, I swear. Like I said, I don't have her chonies this time. Let's switch you over to the view that you really want to see and not my beautiful face. All right. That's not the view I want right this minute. This is the view I want right this minute. All right. So, I have this guy. These are all the parts for the arms. There's a hand over here. Let's get this hand out of the way. And I will GTA David. Grand Kit Auto, Grand Theft Kit, something like that. Anyway, so let me, as usual, get these parts separated, and then I will be hopping over in voice chat here shortly. If my friends are available, if I have any friends anymore, I'll get their feedback on my thoughts about channel name. Let's get all these white pieces out. Let's see here. Rick says I'm back. Switch devices so I can work on a kit. And that's why I put up in the thing. Grab a kit, grab a drink, grab a puppy, and grab a booby. Djibouti is in the house. Sorry, I didn't even notice that you're the one that made the comment. So welcome, Djibouti. I hope your wife gets a kick out of me calling you that. If she even pays any attention. She's probably, oh my god, that weeb. Are you watching that weeb shit again? Speaking of weeb shit, I found out something really interesting today. And I'm not going to knock it because the advertisements seem to be paying fairly well. So I am not going to, I don't want to rock the boat. But, so when I was doing searches for my videos, the name, things like that, I ended up finding out some of the advertisements that are running on the channel during the streams and during the stream replays. So I kind of let YouTube set up its own thing as far as the ads on there. So I think it should have them spaced out in the streams about every 15 minutes or so. So it's not too bad. Most people I know run ad blockers. I myself, I pay for the monthly service for premium so that I can use background play for listening to audiobooks, videos, things like that while I'm doing stuff. For me, it's worth the $10 a month for that. I don't even use the YouTube music thing. So all of my videos on my channel, even my channel, is marked not for kids, not for children. So I don't know if any of you have kids, but there are a ton of advertisements running for LOL, was it LOL dolls or something like that? There are a ton of advertisements on my channel for that. I don't set up the ads. YouTube does that themselves. They place the ads, they so on and so forth, and I'm like, ow. Oh, you're still at work? I thought you were home. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna argue. They are, I don't want to say they're paying the bills, but they're paying the hobby bill. Like, the YouTube money helps contribute to me doing stuff for you guys. So I'm definitely not gonna knock that. Oh, she's working. So you have the boys. That can be dangerous. Does she really trust you with the boys alone? I don't think my wife would trust me with kids alone. I wouldn't trust myself with kids alone. So here's the thing. Let's get into story time. But not really story time. So, like, I love kids. And I like kids. I never had a desire to have any. But, like, I'm not against them or anything. I like hanging around with, and let's make this clear, I don't want to sound weird, I don't want to sound pervy, but kids can be a blast. They can be a blast to play games with, and I don't know, they're like little sponges. So, like, I have no issues like babysitting my friends' kids, hanging out with them. If there's like a family gathering and there's a barbecue and stuff, when the adults are pretty much all ignoring the kids, I'll sit down with them and play games and stuff like that and carry on conversations and stuff. So, but I never had a desire to have kids. But man, you can get in some shenanigans with kids, and the awesome part about hanging out with kids that aren't yours is you can load them up on Mountain Dew and Butterfingers, and they're like little. You just shake them up, just and then set them free back to their parents. Here you go. Be free, my children. Be free. Oh. Let's talk about this. I can't go back to FaceTime because I've already screwed that off. So, so today on my way to work, we have a short story, and I need. Do I have paper? Tell me I have paper. Okay, let's shove you over there. Let's make a little pile of you over there. Make little piles. And I know, but I'm still within my early time. Okay. Here is our blank slate of Fresno, California. Yes, and I know you made that face because I'm evil. I am evil. Okay, so let's do a layout of my way to work. Well, sort of my way to work. Not my way to work. Okay, so in my town, there's a street right here, and we're going to call this Millbrook because, well, that's its name. Then there's a street that goes this way, and it's called Alluvial. Then there's a street that goes this way, and it's called Cedar. Millbrook. Then I work on this little street. There's a thing here. There's a street here. And there's a street here. And I work right here. Now, right here is a newer building that they built, and this is an orthopedic center. Okay. Ortho. Yes, I'm using a Sharpie. Okay. So yesterday they started doing vaccination shots out of here, but it was only for medical personnel. So they had their parking lot's huge, and they had 2 lines, and it was a drive-up vaccination center. So people would pull up, get into the lines, you'd give them your insurance information, blah, 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 blah. They'd do that, they'd do the shot, and then they'd have you park over here for the 15 minutes that you have to end up waiting. This morning I'm coming to work, and I'm riding the scoot. So here is... This is the center line. Just pretend this is the center line. So this is about a mile between these 2 lights right here. When I got to work, there were cars to right here going all the way, taking up one of the whole lanes, and then all the way down Cedar, which is a major thoroughfare, and then all the way up to here, and they were stopped right here. Then there were cars parked all up and down this road trying to get up into this line. Then there were cars all this way, going this way, trying to figure out how to get into here. And then on Cedar down here, there were cars all the way up here, and then all the way up here. There was easily 600 to 800 cars total trying to converge on this one spot to get their shot today. And I think I heard that they were expecting to do about, yesterday in a 4-hour period, they did 1,200 shots. Today they were estimating to try and do 3,000. The only other area in Fresno that's doing shots right now is the Fresno Fairgrounds, which is huge, and it has all these roads that go through there, so it's set up for that. When I left, there were cops all over the place trying to direct traffic, and I think they finally had whittled it down to, they just had traffic coming down and in, and there was still some cars here, but I don't know if these were cars parked to do the 15-minute wait to see if there were any reactions or anything. But it was a shit show getting to work. They were doing injections for elderly people, 65 and over, and medical staff. Most medical staff were just walking over, but you had all these little old people just meandering around in their cars, in lanes, out of lanes, doing 2 miles an hour, trying to figure out what the building even was. It was horrible. And all these people need to get their shots and stuff, but I mean, come on. All right. So here we have our fancy smancy dual view. I'm not sure why. Maybe it didn't change its color. It kind of looks like it changed its color. May not have. All right, so we're going to do both arms. Both arms Can we just build this and get it over with? All right, so we're going to take a look at this and see how we can not break this. So it shows to hold it like this. I think we're going to bend this like this, that like that, and that seems to be about right. Please note that it is structurally rigid. All right, thank you for that. And then this piece is going to bend down. So let's repeat that on this side. And we'll kind of loosen it up. That's not too bad. So bend this like this, and then like this, and then this like this. Okay. La 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 la. Alan says, hello. Hello, Alan. Alan. Sorry, I can't hear the name Alan without thinking of the freaking prairie dog. Alan. Dave. Can you hear me, Dave?
Third.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
And welcome to the voice chat, the other Dave. My nicer side.
Hey, I'm not nice. Why you gonna lie to me like that?
Cause you're politically correct and you try and keep me from saying fucked up shit. Like,
I mean, sometimes.
how are you
So
doing today?
you've inspired me. I'm doing great. You've inspired me though. I'm gonna the heck? Oh, sorry. But you inspired me. I think I'm gonna live stream jigsaw puzzles, aka the Gundam building with jigsaw stuff.
Oh, cool.
So
Let me see here. Shrink that down so I can see what I can see. All right. Rudy says, hi, nicer Dave. Okay, so you guys are probably not going to be able to see this little slot right here. But for this armor piece, there's a key on there. And you want to make sure and line that up. Otherwise, it will not fit. Key it and push it. Push it real good. Dun, 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 dun. All right. And are you working on something? Or are you playing games?
playing games right now. I'm gonna after I get done doing this, I'm gonna go through and break out that strike resin kit because I've got the 4 missing pieces from Florida, and I have enough now to actually fully get this thing mocked up.
Nice. Okay, so now this says that this is like this to turn it this way. So we'll do the same on that. Okay, so there's those. That one. And
Yeah, Alan, I had a it's a strike conversion or dress up kit, and it needed 2 parts off of the backpack runner, and then 2 polycaps, and I had those in a box separate. Like I had the runners and the polycaps in a box, in the closet. And I didn't bring those with me to Texas originally, so I've been sitting here for a full ass year, looking at this resin kit sitting on my desk. I couldn't do anything with.
so there's that. I think so. That's the one I sent you with that had the kit, right?
Yep.
So I believe, if I remember correctly, that was the very last. Because I haven't seen any other SMS kits released. So I believe that was the last SMS kit that they put out.
Wow, that's nuts. It was extremely well prepared. Like in the wrapper that it was in, that was pretty cool to see.
What am I doing wrong here?
The individual sealed cells.
Okay, so there's that. The shoulder brackets. Now we get our little crappy gold pieces, and they are going to pop in. It says right over here, right in here in this here hole.
Oh yeah, stick it in. Is it in yet?
I'm not even gonna make any comment on that because no matter what I say, that's gonna put me in a dark spot. Not in the wet spot, just the dark spot.
Oh no.
Let's see. Parts checked on my second high new today. Had pieces out of the box strangely. I've been fairly lucky of all my kits that I've gotten have had all of their pieces, so I feel extremely lucky on that. I haven't had to call for any replacements. Alright, now we're just trimming off the pistons off the chrome runner that I never removed. I did that for a reason. Like, I try and prep everything, but at the same time there's some pieces that I leave because it's easier in the long run to pick off. Plus, I didn't want them to get all scratched up. Okay, so we have this. Those two pieces are identical, and then that one, and then that one.
So, channel rebranding. I know you're thinking about ideas for names and stuff. Yeah, because the only reason why I mention it all is because when I know you're getting ready to stream and I'm stuck at work, I'll pull up the stream on my work computer so I can listen to it, and in the background, and I do my thing. I go into the search, type in Dave's World, and it's no joke, 4 pages worth of scrolling. You've got Dave's World, like there's 2 or 3 channels called Dave's World. One of them is smaller than you in your channel. And then there's a British TV show called Dave's World I have to scroll through. And then clips from Dave's World. And then there's you at the very bottom.
Yeah, so that's the only reason I'm thinking about it. And I was like, okay. Because I thought, at first I was like, okay, well, you know, I haven't gotten anywhere yet. It's going to take a while. So I was expecting a lot more movement out of these pistons. But, so, if you look, I mean, you get some movement out of the pistons, but not like a whole ton.
Just enough to know that it's there.
Yeah. But I didn't actually, well, I mean, videos came up. I can't necessarily say a channel came up when I searched for the Gunplowmeister. And I even, are you at a computer? What are you doing? I forgot. In the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. What's up?
Can you do just a search, like a YouTube search of HAGN if anything comes up?
I'll do it as a blind search with no username logged in. A whole bunch of German stuff, and there's one channel named HAGN with one video.
So as a blind search for the Gunplowmeister.
But you're the 7th. So I typed in HAGN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You were the 6th video recommended down though for this current live stream. If I search HAGN.
Oh, well, yeah, because it's in the description box and stuff. Yeah. I forgot
And
about that.
Gunplameister. There's one channel called Gunplameister, and then the rest are your videos in Dave's World.
Okay.
So your channel is the 3rd search recommendation for that search. But there is a YouTube channel called Gunplameister with 7 subscribers and 7 videos.
Okay.
But you have how to remove imperfections is your first searched video that came up.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
To get that master grade GM sniper butt.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of butts.
That ass.
That ass. You know, I was thinking about, because I was like, oh, you know what? It'd be great if they, the algorithm not Dave friendly. Yeah, no, it's not. Wyland says YouTube hates Dave. Yeah, that's why I kind of did figure. So Wyland says, I feel you'll get done with the arms quickly. Yeah, that's kind of why I decide I'll do the arms and like the weapons and stuff. Even though they're still on the sprues, I should be able to get all those done. But I forgot where I was going with that thought. It probably wasn't important, and it probably was a lie. Okay, we were talking about that ass. Oh yeah, so don't ask me why the word ass, and all of a sudden this kit pops into my head. So last night I was talking about how awesome it would be if they did a perfect grade Zaku. Okay, and everybody's in agreement with me. Nobody's going to argue with that. Then today, while I was at work, I went, you know what? I have a perfectly good hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to put this on without screwing anything up, and exactly what I'm supposed to be putting on and how. Okay, so we have like this, we hold it like this, put the pointy bit down, and we put this on like this, maybe? Does it go like that? No. Okay, like this, okay. So Dave is older, so he needs to concentrate. And when I say Dave, I mean that's me. And for some reason, he's having a senior moment.
A senior moment, yep. Beat me to it.
Unless I'm just not. Oh, before I even do that, I need the metal part for the shield to stick onto. I just caught that. Where is it? There they are. I know it's not going to be accurate. People are going to go, Dave, you can't do that. That's not accurate. Like you're being dumb if you do that, because the RX-78 never fought the goof. Not that I remember. Am I correct?
Correct.
So, I was like, by the way, so we were talking about these, the little metal bit which they're not magnet, they're just metal. The little metal bit that looks like a little like ramen bowl fits in like that, which is kind of cool. And then this should.
It's a metal nipple.
It's a metal nipple, though kind of fat, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. A nipple is a nipple. So I have a perfectly good goof that is all decked out, and I'm like, oh, you know what, that would be awesome to put against the RX-78. Thoughts?
How about your resin conversion?
Yeah.
As a battle diorama?
Yes.
I know people like, oh, but it's not in the same set of gears. I don't know. I mean, that would look pretty cool. The new PG detailed out with that resin conversion you were doing. That would look pretty good.
So the reason I was thinking about doing so, let's see here. Wait. Rudy, I actually had to search Dave's World Gundam on my PC at work. Let's see here. Djibouti, whenever I did a search on YouTube for Gundam or Gundam related, your channel never popped up until maybe 8 months later or so. Thumbs down. Yeah, see, I've got to do something. I know some people are like, oh, you just give it time. I have spent 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it is partially my fault because I decided to be a twat and change my branding. But maybe it's I think it's time to go back and see what ends up happening if I go back to the Gunpla-Meister. So anyway, that's how they end up going on. Let's see, where is this? That sticks okay, but there's a coating. I know there's a coating on there. Let's see. Yes, I know it's not time for making modifications yet, but you know how this channel is. Okay. I want to know what this is like if we do bare metal, because
So we've seen how you built resin kits with a pair of nippers.
hey, if it can be done minimally, like, I swear, and I should do a video on that of like how you can build a kit with only a pair of nippers, a hobby knife, and glue.
Dude, I built, when I was in Florida, I built those 4 high-grade kits with nothing but a pair of toenail clippers and a sanding file.
So the reason I was thinking that is because the ass piece of the goof was missing.
Oh.
So all I have is the ass piece of the Zaku, the ass skirt. I know ass piece isn't the correct butt, but the butt piece. You guys know what I mean. Butt piece doesn't sound any better. Okay. Let's check adhesion. So it does actually stick a little bit better if you take off whatever that painting coating is that they have on there. It does actually stick better because this magnet is pretty damn good. Like it's not even touching this metal, and it actually sticks really good, and it's not super sticking to these cups. I don't know what they are, whether they're just a cheap metal, which could be just, but anyway, wanted to try that out while we were here.
Basically, I see you like cutting the disc part out of that and then super gluing a magnet in, so that's an extra stronghold.
So I want,
Mr.
yeah.
Magnet Man.
Well, I don't think it needs to be super strong because it kind of locks on the arm as it is, and the shield doesn't seem to be that heavy. So we will see on that. And then let's see here. Wyland says, "Paint your Hainu." Yes, I am going to paint my Hainu. In fact, I think you guys should be able to see on the little cam. If I move this light out of the way, right up here are all the pieces for the Hainu ready to be filmed for you guys, or for me filming the other side, basically the build on it, because I am going to complete that on video instead of doing it halfway and then just finishing building it. So what do we got here? View from behind. Anyway, so my thought was, because of that missing butt thing, I could do a diorama and basically have its back against something, or in a building or something like that, where you don't even see that and it doesn't even matter, because I really didn't want to scratch build a whole new butt piece.
Have it like a scene from 8th MS Team where he's getting ready to ambush the ground type Gundam, but instead finds the White Devil.
Yeah. B, was it 81? Damn, there's a lot of stickers on here. Do I even want to do 81? Where's 80, 81? Do I? No, because you're not even going to, I don't even think you'll see it against that. Let's see here. So someone, and I don't know if it was Zach or who it was talking about, or maybe it was Mecha Gaiatsu, was talking about, you know, your standard stickers for, you know, Gunpla, and I actually have to disagree. I do not. These are more real grade style, and they're really thin, and they almost seem vinyl like. They have been going down really softly, and well, and yeah, there's not much point in doing the other sticker because you can barely even see that on there. So no on those stickers. Vote no on stickers.
Yeah.
All right, let's get these shiny gold bits. Let's see here. Djibouti says MacGyver. Yes. And with these, there is a key as well, so they'll only go and stay on one way. So you don't have to worry about them being twisted the wrong way. Why does it have me building hands already? I don't want to build hands yet. I don't need to build hands yet. Let's build some shoulders. I think most of the shoulder pieces are going to be these. We've got that, 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 I don't know what those go to yet. So this is going to go, your pretty side with your details is going to go basically like toward the body. Slide that one on. Slide that on. Slide that into its socket. Slide that one into its socket and repeat the other side. Okay, so there's that. So I'm not quite ready to clip these on yet, because I know there's more stages. And now we'll move on to putting on some armor bits. Well, not armor bits, the inner frame parts. So over these end pieces are going to go the last of our photo etch. Let's see here. Wyland says just had one thing that makes me sad. Bad dumplings. I haven't had good dumplings in so long. Wait. What kind of dumplings are we talking? Are we talking Asian dumplings or country dumplings? Because technically I haven't had good either ones forever. I would kill. I know it's a strong word for some good country dumplings. A little fat bottom country girl they're making. Wait, did I say that out loud? Oh shit. Let's see here. Djibouti says I can't get chat to display on phone. That's weird.
Yeah, it has an auto hide feature. You have to enable show chat on the bottom. Let me pull it up real quick.
Let's see here. Wildland says I don't know. They were bad. I don't care what they were.
Come on out. I don't care about Bitcoin.
Speaking of, man, that one guy.
Oh yeah, with the 7,000 Bitcoin that's locked in a wallet.
Yes.
Alright, it popped up on my phone just fine. Yeah, the wallet has 10 access attempts, and he's on attempt 8 last time I saw.
Yeah, he has 2 left. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's like $230 million right now.
I'll be hiring some Russians to crack that shit. Look, you get 10%. Just get me the password.
Heck yeah.
And I'm assuming with those that, like, they don't do like your normal password things. Like it's.
No, it's like a 32-bit encryption or 32-bit password, so like 32 characters plus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They said that there was a study done, and it's like 20% of Bitcoin is inaccessible by dead wallets, or because of dead wallets.
So in other words, someone's made a fat profit off of people losing their passwords.
Well, even that. That's just for however it works. They're just it's like getting, I want to say like $2 billion. Just so that I don't know, it's a way higher than anticipated, but like maybe $1 billion. Putting it in a briefcase, covered it in concrete, and then losing it on a concrete. You know, just losing it or shooting off into space. There's no one who can touch that money. There's no way to use it. There's no way to access it because of the way Bitcoin works. So it's just gone.
Yeah. Now, if I die and someone finds that I have Bitcoin, here's what the password's going to be. It's going to be my first girlfriend's name, her sister's name, the place we met, and the movie theater where we fooled around for the first time.
Okay, I'll remember that.
So, good luck. When you get irritated enough when it's, what's your mother's maiden name? Wait, I have a mother?
Awfully bold of them to assume I was born.
Right? It's kind of interesting how they sandwich in here.
There's a lot of interesting gimmicks and mechanics that I'm seeing on this build.
I hear someone outside stressing their masculinity.
Tiny penis, tiny penis.
Like, I didn't even know we had all the car groups in this town that we do until, like, this summer. And of course, you know, everybody's got free time, so... We have the shoulder pieces together. We have those together. Okay, so now I think... I don't know what these go to yet. We'll just leave those there. I'm sure they will come up. I hope they'll come up. Okay. Now for armor bits. See, and this is why I didn't put the shoulders on, because now they have them pull you, take them off, so that you can put these pieces on.
Those are wrist parts for the hands. Yep. Because Wyland was asking if those are for the hands.
What?
Those gray ball joints.
Oh yeah, yeah. Really, Tigger? Those slide on, so that gives you, they'll give you a good range of motion up, it seems like, right? Will it?
Yep.
Wait, why does it seem like I did something wrong?
It does kind of feel that way. It looks like that should be going down.
Yeah, I think I've got those upside down.
Yeah, it is upside down.
See, that's a lot of little things with this that, like, it lets you put them on wrong. They fit, but it doesn't feel wrong. Yes, I know you're down there, Tigger. Yes, I can hear you babbling.
I love you. Love me.
No, because he doesn't. He'll rub up against my leg, and he'll be, "Oh, you're my daddy." Da da da. And if I reach down to touch him, he's like, "Oh, don't touch me, you dirty human." This one's on there good. Wiggle it. Wiggle real good. There we go. So I'm going to assume we take and flip over. There. Now that feels right. Yay. Yeah, you can celebrate too. Yay.
Yay.
There. Okay, now we'll select this one off. We'll fix the other side. And there we go. Now we'll just flip it to that way. And toe that way. And then there we go. Crisis averted.
Woo!
Now on to these. We're going to have... Where are we? These are going to go on the tops. Another one. Top. That's going to go on the end. My other one like that. There it is. Alright, so these... This is going to slide in just like that. So you can still see the metallic bits. Boop, boop, boop. And then this is going to go on top. Press you down solid. Okay. In. On. Let's see here. I got a notepad and pen for that one. Good, good. Figure wants love when he wants love. Wants his love. Yeah, he might as well be a girl. Pay attention to me on my terms. Okay. So next we have this, which is going to go on to... Yeah. And we're going to have this piece that's going to go on top of Mia, which locks that all together. So you do get some like separation. You can pull that piece down, and it does have some movement that way, about that far. You can pull that out a little bit. So you can have a nice, like, open hatch gimmick thing going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, line you up. All right, so there's one. That one, that one, that one, and that one.
How dare you say that about his mother?
He doesn't know his mother.
Fair enough.
Oh, your story is so sad. Yeah. About how no one ever feeds you. No one ever cleans your litter box. No one gives you love or treats. How we make you sleep outside in the cold. All of these things are not true, by the way. there's that. Let's move on to the arms. Get those out of the way. And sorry. So Heidi sent me a message. It's just I don't know. It's probably some meme or so forth. But so it's a text message between two people. And so party A goes, "I'm here for you." Party B, "Thanks. I'm going through a tough time, so it means a lot to me. And sorry, I lost all my contacts. Who is this?" "This is your Uber driver. I'm here to pick you up."
Oh, jeez. Now, this may make me appear to be out of touch with the world, but I've never done Lyft or Uber before.
I have a couple times here in town, but the only time that we really ended up using it was like when we went to Vegas.
The closest I got was I rented one of the bird scooters that they leave on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah. You
Those
know,
are fun.
I was going to do that when we were in Tahoe. But then I saw the pricing for it and went, yeah, no, I'm okay.
I had coupons, so...
Because it wasn't, I don't think they did it per mile. I think they did it like per minute or something like that. It was like...
Yep.
35 cents a minute or something like that. And I was like, okay, I realize it will only take me 2 minutes to get from one end of the Vegas, Tahoe Strip to the other. But... And plus my spoiled ass on mine that has a full suspension versus those that have none. All right. So with that in there, leaves a little hatch to open. Beep, beep. There's my other little hatch door. There you are. All right, so there's that bit. Next up, we have the elbow pieces. So, and these should only go on one way because there's, of course, notches on them.
You'd think.
Yes, but we are talking about Dave, so anything is possible.
When there's a way, he's gonna find a way.
Yes. And I got tagged on Instagram from the winner of the high grade Gundam from the Christmas contest. So thank you for that. The only person I have not heard from is the real grade winner. But the perfect grade winner got his. Pretty much everybody's got theirs. As far as I know, and I'm going to assume that the real grade winner got theirs. So... and Wyland says Heidi is my grandma's name. Yeah, so my wife's mother decided to change it up, and evidently she had a thing for Gilligan's Island. I'm just assuming. So all of the girls are, their middle name is, so Heidi's is Heide, not I, so that makes it impossible to find keychains or anything else with her name spelled correctly on it. Thanks, Mom. And then, so her middle name is Anne. Her sister, one is middle name is Sue, and the other one is Jean or something like that. I was like, was your mom binge watching Gilligan's Island when she was pregnant with you guys? Like, did she want you guys to kind of have country names? Was she hoping that you were going to grow up to be country girls? Because that didn't happen. Those are in the elbows, and then these are going to go up in here like this, right? You know, you can give me all the critique you want, Tigger, but until you grow opposable thumbs and start building shit yourself. Yes, I'm talking to you.
He's just telling what you should rename your channel to.
Yeah, I'll just change my channel name to Meow. It'll be
Which is kind of funny.
Oh, go ahead.
I said right now I'm playing a character in World of Warcraft named Meow Meow. They are a cow.
It will be all Gunpla kitties all the time.
And we'll have to establish an OnlyFans for that kind of content.
Alright, so what have we got here? So I've got these. Like that. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, that in, then down. Then, so bend your elbow. Slide it in. And bend it back. So this is the mechanism for, let's make sure we're in focus. So this is the mechanism for the elbow. So I'll do it 2 times. So we've got like this. I'll put it back and I'll do more of a side view. Wait, come on. Do it fold. So you end up getting all these fold motions into the elbow. But you put it back together and it all lines up. I love it. Okay, so for the wrist. What? Did someone die? What is it, Lassie?
Someone on
Tell
fire.
me, boy. There's the bottom of the wrist parts. And now, let's see. Let's follow these in order so that we don't screw anything up. Which we know we will. Shut up.
While I was over here, that's what she said. Slide it in.
And she's like, it's my first time, be gentle.
Yeah.
Are you sure? This is only our first date. Get in there. There's another hatch that's going to open. this one's going to go. Trying to make sure that's not a nub. Is that a nub or is that not a nub? That looks like a nub. Where's my other piece just to make sure? I feel like shit if I... This damn nub's in my way. Oh shit, it wasn't a nub.
I've done that once.
Oh, nope, it's not a nub. It's supposed to be there. Okay, we're good.
I was blind building the clear Trans Am Exia, and I accidentally shaved off the part that holds the GN cable between the shoulder and the upper arm.
Mm.
So I had to glue the GN cable straight to the upper arm.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been. Okay. Stick this one in. Line up these little holes. That's the only thing I would say is like when you're putting this together, some of these like the pegs are really thin. They hold securely, but they are thin, so I would like don't just like shove it in there.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to. You definitely don't want to snap them off. All right. So how does this go?
If you think having a mushed polycap sucks, wait till you get a bit peg.
Alright, so I can already tell you that it's going to be your best bet when you're putting this part on. That's the slider for the shield. Put it all the way down to the bottom and push it into the little grooves. To hold it in place while you're putting it on. I have a feeling that will save you some headaches. And then once it's on there, you can just slide it up and down. What do we got? Rudy gave a thumbs up. What else we got? Wyland said, I did that today. That's what she said again. Just don't shove it in there. There's that. This in its little groove. All right, let's snap some shoulder pieces on.
You
shoulder piece. There's a shoulder piece. And let's go back and let's build some hands. I don't know if I'm going to build them all right now, but we'll at least build a couple of hands. Where were we with the hands?
I'm guilty of most of my kits. I only built the hands that I need to do the one pose I'm going for. I'll leave the rest on the runners.
Let's do open hands. Open hands seems legit. So W4 and 19. There are those. And I want some R. R1 and or 5 and 6. you guys are itching for me to get back on the high new, which I will do as soon as I'm done with this guy, which will be hopefully tonight. And then I can film a review. And then do some more build on the high new. And if I can keep up these like 2.5 hour streams or so forth, I should be able to get like a good chunk of that guy done. Like maybe, well, tomorrow's Friday, so I don't have to worry about Saturday. We can all have an adult beverage and chill. And work on some resin, because I know that's what you guys are mostly here for. Not for my beautiful face and hands, my modeling hands. And I don't mean modeling.
I already mentioned the hands, yeah.
I don't mean modeling as in, oh, I do ads. I mean modeling as in building stuff. I'm sad that the only PG I've built is the Strike, and it was shitty. The Strike wasn't. Wait, Strike Freedom or the PG Strike? Because the PG Strike I thought was a excellent build. Though the downside of building that is once you've built it, then you pretty much built a red frame ashtray.
They have the same inner frames?
Pretty much.
So I've got the ashtray red frame Kai. That was a fun build.
Yeah, they pretty much have the same movement gimmicks. Now the ashtray does have more movement because there's less armor on it. So you can put it in some sick poses.
I do not like these hands. Flair says they like how the hands, how Bandai did the hands. I do not like these hands. I like the emotion manipulators.
No, I like these hands.
So the best PG I've ever built was the GPO one, just because it felt like you're building a giant robot. It's got so much internal detail. I hope they do a 2.0 of the GPO one.
If they do a 2.0, then I'll actually get one, but I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Let's just put it this way, the GPO one was so solid of a build that it survived my rollover accident with no damage. Everything else in that box was destroyed.
Well, I'm not saying that it's not a great kit. I'm just saying, like, I didn't enjoy it.
Oh yeah, no, I get you.
All right, so here's what we have, boys and girls. That's kind of loose in there, though. Like, I mean, that one's okay, I guess, but so if you pull out and twist, you can actually like derp your hands. So you do get good motion. You get some good movement in that way. You get, come on. You get this panel that opens up, and so you actually get multiple layers. You have the metallic, and then underneath that you can see the pistons. And
that's cool.
I have a feeling I'm missing something that one of these slides up one way. Okay, so that one is that way. So your shield will go on like that. I would, if you're painting it, so that doesn't actually hit the arm. I guess it does a little bit that way, but there's actually space almost all the way around, so pretty much your only contact point is with this for that shield thing. You get the whole folding gimmick for the elbow. You get open hatch on the above arm, which is actually nothing behind it, which is kind of odd. I'll probably find, you get peeks of the shell underneath and everything there. I have a sneaky suspicion I'm missing something here, and I probably am.
Jibuta's working on building the MK2. Are you doing the Titans or the Aid version?
It's the dark version.
Titan. That was my very first PG. I remember laying out all the runners and going, what did I get myself into? And then I realized it just built like every other kit.
For the shoulders, you get some... So this is what it pretty much looks like. You get some photo etch up in there. You do get some pop-out movement. You're not too rough with it. You get some pop-out movement, and you get some pop-out movement down here. Just don't get too rough with it. And then you get some nice movement in there. Let's see here. Not too much roll as far as that goes. You do get some nice movement all the way up that way, so you can pretty much extend the arm all the way out. You do get rotation all the way 360 that way. So you can do a lot with this guy. He's gonna be very, very fun. You back down. Alright, so there's the arms and a set of hands. We'll put you over in the pile over there. And let us move on.
And don't worry, Wyland. I still have also not have seen the original Mobile Suit Gundam show.
I have the original Mobile Suit Gundam show on VHS in a cabinet somewhere.
Freaking nerd.
And I believe I can't remember who gave it to me. And I need something to snack on. I know it's not cool to eat on stream, but I need something to snack on. So we are going to be snacking on Cheetos jalapeno cheddar, because that's the only flavor that you should eat.
And for the people in the stream who are too young to know what a VHS is, it's like a DVD but bigger. Or no, sorry, a Blu-ray but bigger.
It's what they used to watch porn on.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'd really know. I'm just saying. All right. Let's get back here to the weapon section. Let's build some weapons. Some weapons.
Weapons.
Okay.
Peter.
Before you comment of, Dave, you should really trim away and sand down the thing. So these nippers actually do really, really good. But I also find, like, if you don't just like rip you get less stress mark. So if you just go a little bit slower. Now, if you have a really thick spot, then I would probably trim away and then sand down. But for the most part, you go into the pile.
Plastic for those weapons are very shiny. They're very shiny.
Yeah, so the whole kit was that way until I went over every armor piece and buffed it.
Oh, jeez.
So needless to say, that took me a while to get this prepped for you guys. Let's see here. Well, I'm bad at God damn it, Dave. It looks like a book. It does look like a book. Look, if anybody's got a VHS player and they want to see the like 3 VHS movies that made up the original Gundam movie series, I can hit me up. You pay for postage and I will mail them to you.
What the hell is a Vahuz?
Vahuz. And these I'm not trying to get rid of at all. So in the same cabinet as those movies, I also have every Disney movie ever made on VHS. And in some cases, I have duplicates. One still sealed in plastic wrap. Because back in the day, we thought they'd be collector's items, which I'm sure that they are. My wife is a huge Disney fan, so we have every Disney movie. I managed to find her an original Bambi on VHS. I don't have the case for it, though. I never found a case. But I did find the VHS.
Gonna say, depending upon what print run it is, and if you have the sleeve and stuff, some of those are worth lots of money right now.
She has a Lion King set that I got her for, I want to say, our 5th Christmas together or something like that. Like, it's this huge book. It has some watercolor prints in it, and the score to the music and all this other kind of stuff. That's down there. I think that's still sealed. Okay, so I know this is going to go to the gun. I'm assuming that Wyland says Disney fucked me.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too.
Oh, Djibouti says no. That was beta. Oh, beta disc, and the original laser disc. Welcome to the AMSR as you listen to Dave chew Cheetos. I don't know if they're as loud in the microphone as they are in my head, but never realized how freaking loud they are until you're trying to be quiet. Yep, it's not. So what happened with you and Disney? Inquiring minds would like to know.
Yeah, and your audio is just a slight munching sound.
Oh, okay. Well, good, because in my head it sounds like I'm chewing gravel.
Oh, because Disney's taking over everything, is what Smilin says.
Oh, yeah. Yes. They can get bent for taking over the Star Wars franchise.
And watering it down and making it...
Yeah. All right, so where are we? So we are...
Oh, that's right. Doesn't Disney own Fox now, so The Simpsons is part of the Disney family? Does that make Lisa a Disney princess?
Wait, Disney owns Fox now?
Yeah, there was some sort of merger / partial buyout.
Just like, yeah. Get this together like, yeah. By the way, for those watching on the stream, does it seem any different, clearer, or crisper than, let's say, last night as far as stream quality? Because I went through and I played with some settings and I kicked up the bit rate. I did not realize that, like, it always said your streaming bit rate is lower than the recommended quality, and I never remembered to change it. And tonight I doubled it, so it went from 2500 to 5000, and now it said excellent connection the whole night. It's not once given me a question mark.
It was a good quality. It was very clear.
Thanks.
It says they notice a difference.
Cool. And I'm not going all out and like spending all this time trimming and buffing all these pieces right now. Right now we're going for quantity, not quality. What?
You do better than Mecha Gaikotsu does. As it looks like, with minimal effort.
Yeah.
Cutting nubs? No, I'm a professional YouTuber. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah. Yeah, but when you're making something that looks like a spiked porcupine, just saying. I'm just being honest, dude. Some of those kids, I was like, ooh.
You use the excuse of, this is what your average builder will see. I'm like, no, we want to see what the actual product's meant to look like. You don't like stickers? Cool. Are you going to paint that kit? Then put them on.
So let's do this.
Nah, any chat's good chat, as long as it's not like trolly spam stuff. Wylan.
Nah, go for it. You guys chatting, even if you're talking amongst yourself, is good for my channel because it shows, especially at the end, it shows engagement.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean like you guys are getting engaged. I mean like just I'm social.
I mean,
you guys like me. Yay.
Don't let us stop you from getting engaged if you end up hitting it off pretty well, but you know.
Yeah.
It's a free world. You do you, boo.
So I'm trying to do I'm not trying to clean up to show off to clean off. I'm actually doing so you guys can see what I ended up doing when I did this in the first place. And I just realized I used the word did way too many times. Okay. So literally all I did, like on all these pieces, I did not go any further than the gray balancer.
Oh, my video crashed.
Probably from all the Buffy goodness.
Yeah, so this video is unavailable.
Now,
I refreshed, it is back.
all right, so let me zoom you guys in to macro mode. And then focus on macro mode. There we go. So, this is the side that I just sanded and buffed. Like, it doesn't take any time at all. So this was the original. All glary and shiny. And then Buffy. Shiny. Buffy. And then if I really wanted to, I mean, I could go over. Let's see what happens when I overachieve. We'll go with a little bit lighter. And again, thank you, Djibouti, for sending these so that I could try them out. I really want to try out their dust thing. I think they call it the Void. But that price tag though. Okay, so that's with the mint green. So mint green original. And let's see what happens when we when we buff this.
Wow, it's $300.
I know.
Tell you what, I have never seen dust accumulate so rapidly while building a model kit than I have when until I use their filing system. Like, it makes an ultra fine dust.
Yeah. All right. Now, this is the original. And there's after the full buff. So, yeah. Now, it is pretty much flawless, but it's also super, super shiny. So, be cautious with that. That does not work great in all situations.
So Dave, player asks, if you had a master grade Sazabi, Sakuzaku, or Faz, what would you build first?
So I have all three. So the Sakuzaku, people are going to hate me. I actually have part of it sitting right here. Yeah, his head's just kind of hanging there because I installed a LED in it. But I'm missing a piece for the waist, and I'm not sure where it is. But I have to find it. But everything else for him is actually in Ziploc baggies in a box behind me. So this is the Sakuzaku. Sasbi, there's actually 3 of them in my room that are 2 that are built. And then another one that is partially built because it's for the Infinite Dimensions conversion.
You never finished.
The Faz, shut up. The Faz is actually not mine. It's actually Dead to Death's, aka John's. But it's actually sitting around the corner. And he gave me permission to do an unboxing and actually build it for a review. So yeah. And I'm thinking about that, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I have the double Zeta Verka and it's sitting in the closet, which I should hit this guy up. I was supposed to get a commission sent over, and I told him to wait until after the holidays of the Fortune Meow. I think it was the Fortune Meow conversion or dress up kit for that. So I don't know if he's going to end up sending that and for me to work on. He also gave me permission to work on it on stream or however I want to do that. So that'll be cool. There'll be some extra money too.
Mm-hmm. Flair, why do you ask? You trying to figure out what kit to get, or do you have all three of those and you're trying to figure out which one to build first?
Djibouti says, I'm turning into Dave. Too many unfinished kits. It's easy, dude. Like, that fucking new shiny will get to you every time.
So, Flair, if you're looking for a monstrosity that takes up a lot of shelf space and you want the BAM factor of it, Sakuzaku is amazing for that. If you want a detailed, awesome build that will surprise you with all the little details that are inside of it and the different layers of armor and stuff, Sazabi is great for that. If you're looking for something that has really good engineering, the Double Zeta, if it's the new one, the Verka, that thing, the base model for the Double Zeta is great. I have just the Double Zeta. It also has got great shelf presence as well with that massive gun, and it's surprising how well it can hold that gun up.
All right, so here's the gold bit that's going to go on to here, and you can kind of see some peek through on this side. I love what they did with this with the gun on here. Like it's not just two pieces. Where's it's attached to the hip. Come on, let go, Grandpa. So this is the original, and I believe the original was like 6 pieces. So we'll put that there, and we'll compare the two. And what have we got here? So I've got this piece, and then we've got this piece. And we'll squeeze them together. I like how they mesh together.
So 2 questions, Dave. Flair asks, what was your favorite of the 3 kits to build? I mean, you don't think you built the Faz yet. Did you build the normal Double Zeta?
No, I haven't. I kept it in the closet because I have a conversion. The whole reason I bought it was because I have the conversion kit for the Maniac Studios one, which I personally love with all the details, but a lot of people don't like all the details. They think that most people think that there's too many details.
And the real Dingo asks, so how's the kit? Is it as good as everyone says it does? Is it as good as it looks?
It is freaking fantastic. I have not been disappointed yet. Like, I have been super happy since this showed up to build it. Like, again, for anybody that knows the channel, knows that I am not a big RX-78 fan. And I'm sorry to those that are. Like, I don't mean to insult. I always thought it was derpy. But when they released the promo and stuff for this and all the little gimmicks and everything, I went, I have to have that. Like, and it has not disappointed so far. It's been a clean and a fun build. It's been very enjoyable. It's been very easy. Even when I've screwed up and put... One thing I would caution about, if you haven't seen my other streams, is it is very easy to get some pieces flipped around backwards because they will fit. Like the issue I had with the shoulders and stuff. It is very easy to get them flipped around. They will fit and they won't bind, to give you an idea of, hey, this isn't supposed to go together, dumbass. But things are not so tight that you can't get them apart. Resin Mahler says, is the real grade Evangelion good kit? Freaking awesome. In fact, at one point I think I have all of them that I need to at least do an unboxing for. And then I have a couple of, or at least one that I've built that I need to actually get off my butt and do a review on. But yes, they are all great kits and great builds. Next question. Oh, go ahead.
I said at the beginning of the stream, but I wasn't in voice chat. If you're watching the stream and you're enjoying the content, make sure that you join our Discord and our Facebook group, because it's got great content there as well. It's a group, it's a standard group, but you know what? We have fun with it. Also, be sure to check out Galactic Toys for all your hobby needs.
Yes. Use code Starshadow for 10% off anything in the store.
And the real Dingo asks, did you ever end up finishing the Ellen Cassatria from years back? I think you sold that one to John, right?
So I didn't sell it to John. It was John's. He purchased it. He sent it to me to do an unboxing, and he actually gave me permission to build it. And I didn't. I did the unboxing with it. I was not impressed with it, and I did not want to dig into it. Most people on that
always look like a hot mess.
Well, so everybody always gave me crap and they still leave comments on that video of, well, yeah, I did. If I had a choice, I wouldn't be bitching about it or so forth. When the binders had texture like a cat turd, and not a good one, like one that's actually in the cat box with gravel stuck to it, that was my issue. I had high hopes for it, and that did not end up panning out. Ooh, that's pretty. So
yeah, it is.
I gotta give him credit. So I don't know. Let's grab. This is what we worked on last night, and I realized last night. So there's no color behind these thruster things. That's just the clear red pushed in there. It, from a distance, it looks like red metallic thrusters that are in the feet. In person,
like spun sugar.
And then this is like, so you have the clear yellow piece, and you have the chrome piece that goes in there. And then once you ended up doing like a wash in there and putting some details, like that's just going to be super sexy. And I am not going to shove that in there. I am just going to kind of leave it loose. That way I can get it back out. Okay, I'm not sure what. And I know once I get that piece in there, it's going to secure it, so it's not going to end up doing this. But I don't want to push that in all the way yet until I can detail that. So forgive that. Let's take a look at the gimmicks for the gun. So first of all, here is, you know what, this is irritating me. I hit the mouse and now I got like a stupid icon. Okay. So here are the two guns. New gun, old gun. I'm trying to make sure, I'm trying to get them both in the view. Old gun is bigger. Everything with the old perfect grade has been bigger all the way around. The old one, you had the handle that flipped up and down. You had this. I guess this folds open. I don't even remember it doing that. So that was pretty much the gimmicks with that. this one. So this rotates around. You would get all these little peek throughs of the metallic. Let me do this. Of the metallic in here, all the way through. You get some in the top. You get that gorgeous scope color, the lens. And yes, like I said, this is going to move around a little bit because I don't have this pushed in all the way. I don't want to push that in yet because I want to be able to make sure and get it back out. You get some movement side to side with that. You get this that's going to slide up. It's going to slide up and open. And I believe if you, with the trigger on here, let me try and make sure I get light. Let me do it this way. It'll be easier this way. Wait, is that what that, hold on. Does this work? No, not really. I mean, it could work, but that's not what it's for. So you have
That's just an LED tester.
So I'm trying to get in view, and it's pain in the butt. Come on. Now are you not wanting to do it?
The trigger actually pulls.
It just tight. So this knob thing that's on the back, you can actually adjust that trigger. So there's it looks like a safety on here, but you can actually turn that and adjust where the trigger is, and you can do it by hand too, I guess. It's kind of hard to get back out. So that depending on the hand that you have in there, it can be pulling on the trigger or not. Let's see here. Let's pull this hand apart.
How you doing, Dave?
Hey, not bad. How are you, dude?
Not much, not much.
All right, so let's slap that hand together. A lot of people don't like these hands. I freaking love the fact that the manipulators are solid. But that looks like what it's like with the trigger hand, and you can adjust the trigger. So I actually like that. So there is that. Let's see what else we can build. So arms, gun is done. Has us building the beam sabers. So let's do those real quick. Let's see here. Red looks like metal thrusters. How are the metal edge parts? Metal edge parts have been fantastic. We'll see how the glue goes. Worst case scenario, we actually have to like just glue them down, but the adhesive seems to be fairly good. New gun makes the old one look like a big high grade gun. Yes. Let's see here. Too Old for Toys says, thanks, Dave. Tonight after work, I get to pick up my copy. Like I need another RX-78 in the house. Well, congrats on being able to get one, dude. Like, that's awesome. Real Dingo says, the trigger moves crazy. Yes. Resin Modelers. He got the new Perfect Grade RX. What is your opinion on no water slides? I want to get the water slides for it. I have not stuck the stickers on here yet, which I don't think I'm going to bother you guys with stickers. Like, no one wants to sit here and watch me put stickers all over the kit. I am going to put stickers for the purpose of completing out of box. And that's going to be my main purpose for doing that. Because when I do the review, even though we all know that I'm probably going to be gushing about it, I want it to be an honest look at it. Plus, I want to put the stickers on, unlike other people where you don't see this silvering and the bubbles underneath the stickers and stuff, what it can actually look like if you take your time and put them on.
mean, do it right? What?
Not that I'm bashing on anybody, and I'm not bashing on anybody. I'm just saying that's kind of irritating me. What?
Bandai still refuses to add water slides. I will say it's sort of nice they don't. It's on the flip side. I know a lot of people are upset it doesn't include water slides, which, to be fair, like, okay, yeah, it sucks. But in the end, though, that would get factored into the price of the kit, would make the kit more expensive. But also, Bandai water slides aren't great. I would much rather spend quality money on quality water slides versus getting Bandai's mediocre water slides and have to replace them with nice water slides. Bandai's always done pretty mediocre plus really thick water slides. Not really great for modeling. So I don't think it's much of a loss, especially with places like Delphi already releasing water slides for it, basically. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I got looked.
And yeah, it's 204 Toys. They're most likely the third-party ones from Delphi, who are basically the big distributor for Gundam water slides now, and they're based in Korea. They had a big Black Friday sale actually last year.
Okay, well, there's the beam sabers done. Okay, next. Though I do have to say.
But yeah, I mean, Bandai water slides are overrated. I get why people are irritated they're not included Bandai kits generally, unless it's like a Star Wars kit or something. But they really aren't good. They really aren't good.
Oh, God.
So it's
speaking of that,
you might as well pay an extra $1 or $2 more to get decent ones versus like garbage Bandai ones.
Because the Bandai ones are actually kind of thick. I'm terrified if I ever have to put the ones on for the Millennium Falcon. Because some of them are like the freaking size of like a cup saucer. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, how the hell is this going to work? Which, by the way, here are the two sabers. New one, old one. So, big difference. The new ones are actually bigger. But I'm kind of curious because and I haven't gotten to that part yet, but they don't fit in. Like, they fit over that, but they don't stay. And I'm curious because why did they use clear ball sockets up here?
Because the light up beam saber is supposed to go into that and light up the thrusters. It's a really bad gimmick.
Wait, what?
There's a light up beam saber.
Yeah. Oh, that's
that
what
one
lights
fits on
up
those
the
clear. Yep, it lights up the thrusters to there.
But why did they do two? Why wouldn't you just do one? And even at that, it's
because it gives you the option of putting on either shoulder, and then the light piping only lights up one brighter than the other.
Oh, what the fuck? Not only that, like, that's it? That's as bright as it gets? Like, ew.
Welcome to the #1 complaint from all the reviewers.
Oh, but it was showed nice and bright in their video.
Yeah, that's what happens when you bump up contrast 3,000%.
Right? And let's see. Ow. Stupid ankle. My freaking leg's been, and not my bad one, my other one has been giving me issues today, and I don't know why. It just feels like it really wants to pop.
Ooh, I hate that.
Yeah, that's not gonna work with the black light. Ew. Look at the black light. Ew.
All right, I bought new paint.
Dave's been good. He's keeping the spooge off of the RX-78.
Yeah, there's yep, no stains on the mat. We're good.
Dave isn't defiling his own kits. First Dave no incident. 364 more days to go.
The workplace has been accident free for a week.
Since Dave left.
Okay. So next up, We have a shield. This I'm actually interested in seeing. So here's a shitty old shield. Literally made up of like 4 pieces. We'll put that over there. Let's see here. David, keeping it real. And let's see here.
Oh, this is either going to ruin it or I'm going to be very happy. Gotta take the 50-50 gamble.
That's what I say to myself every time I open up a model kit. This is either going to get ruined or it's going to look really good.
See, that's just a question of you having a good time building the kit. This is a question of me having to strip a whole fucking kit down again.
I say that every time I talk to the redhead that works at Wendy's. Either this is going to go really good or it's going to go really bad. Usually on my part where I start drooling and hi redhead.
Delphi
Sounds
decal.
Sounds like every interaction with Taco Bell.
That's just your asshole telling you don't eat here.
Uh-huh. Great, now I want Taco Bell.
Yep, they already have holographic water slides for the PG Unleashed.
I saw those. I have not seen pictures, but someone told me about that in one of the comments, and I haven't looked that up. And I'm kind of curious what those look like.
Unfortunately, shipping is pretty steep if you're only getting 1 sheet of water slides. But if you're smart, you'll just order in bulk. And shipping is free when you pay $80 or more, or order in bulk.
Do they?
You gotta remember they are shipping from Korea. But I'd say $12 to ship via FedEx is not bad.
Oh, that's not bad.
Especially when you factor in shit like Samuel, how much he was charging for shipping back in the day when he actually sold decals that weren't his, but he claimed were his. My favorite. Lion.
You made this?
I mean,
no, I made this.
I mean, $4.80 for a seat of water slides is not bad.
How much?
$4.80 for the standard water slide, $7 for $6.80 for their hollow.
That's like okay. Maybe it's just because I'm like.
The pictures are very nice if you're into hollows. I personally am not into hollows, but I still think they look pretty decent. I think it's sort of obnoxious though the way the hollow is, but I don't like hollow decals in general. But if you like hollows, they're nice.
When I hear a hologram, all I think of is a kit done in pearls, done in pearlescent, and then the hollow ones over it.
Facebook would cooperate with me, I would send you a picture. It's not hard. Facebook. There we go.
But I mean, and we know how I am with spending money. Like, if I have it, I will spend it.
I sent you a picture of what it looks like.
Okay.
On Facebook.
But
that will give you an idea of what to expect. But it's a pretty good picture to give you an idea of what to expect out of holographic decals.
But even $7 plus $12 for FedEx shipping, like, that is completely doable. Especially if you consider if you bought decals from USA or another place and then you paid for priority shipping or even regular shipping, you're probably not looking that much difference in price.
Yeah, I mean, you remember, it is FedEx, and they are shipping from Korea, so the prices very reasonable, if not actually super good. But also you get free shipping if you order 80, so just order in bulk. Some people like holographic stickers, some people don't. You just order the ones that you like, right? You use the ones that you like.
I have yet to see them in person, holographic stickers or decals.
I remember old holographic decals, really not hot, but I know Delphi's have a considerably better reputation than past holographic water slides. Like they're easily top 2 in quality for water slides. I think Decal Factory's their name. I think they're considered number 1, but they don't have like any like they'd have very small like catalog decals, whereas like Delphi has like basically every new kit gets a they come up water slides for. And it's nice because they organize by grades and types, so it's easier to find decals. You don't have to flip through like Samuel's bullshit like Facebook page. Oh yeah, finally found a page. Oh shit, I need to look for another decal. I gotta look up that number.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. You had to scroll. Okay, that's not bad.
Too old for toys. It depends what you like. If you want an involved build, the Masquerade EX Unicorn is definitely involved. It's like a 60. I think the instruction booklet's like 67 pages. But if you want a nice showpiece that's just impressive, this PG is good. If you're a sucker for lights though, and like the floating shield from the unicorn from the show, you might enjoy the unicorn more. The Masquerade Unicorn is a huge step up in terms of being a better kit than the old one. It's not floppy at all. It is, however, very fragile. When I say fragile, I mean the lighting wires inside that's used in the kit that goes through the whole kit is terribly fragile. But if you do it correctly and you have it fully done, it is a very impressive looking kit because the lights work for the whole thing, and it's hidden in the base, and you can do it for the shields as well. Unfortunately, just because of how the shields are designed, it only looks good from one angle, basically, from the front, because the lights are just straight up behind, so it's sort of weird. But visually, like if you're comparing like visually just straight out of the box, like if you just looked at the kit, the Masquerade Unicorn just assembled, you wouldn't notice a great difference between that and the old Masquerade. Like obviously you would see the difference with the lights on and stuff, and you look really closely. But there's a huge difference between this PG Unleashed RX versus the old one. Like there's no question, like, oh, this is a completely different kit. There's so many more details.
Oh yeah.
So it really depends on what you're going for. The Masquerade EX Unicorn is definitely overpriced. Just like any other Bandai kit with lights, they put a huge, ridiculous upmark on any kit with lights, and that kit's no different.
Yeah.
Especially because they actually engineered an interesting light system that goes through the whole frame to do the lights, which it is innovative. Like that is innovative. It's not like their old other kits where here's an LED on the end of here's an LED, here's a wire that goes through, and it has a battery. That's your light. This actual new kit does have lights that go through the whole kit, which is pretty impressive. Like I said, it does have the flaw of being fragile. If you like the unicorn, though, you only have 2 choices now, which is the PG, which is the bigger kit, and costs about the same if you get that to lights. Even cheaper if you buy the third-party lights, which is probably because you can usually use a wall outlet instead of like just batteries. But a stickler for Masquerade 100 scale size unicorns, then the Masquerade EX is definitely the only one you can go for in terms of just being a nice kit. The only downside is if you like certain version of the Unicorn of armor, you're gonna be forced to buy the old Masquerades to put the armor on to the new kit. But I guess that is sort of a bonus in that the old parts for the old kits do work on the new Masquerade.
They
on the
do.
Masquerade EX.
That's good to know.
a lot of people have already been taking like the full armor parts and putting it on the new kits. So, but it's a thing to keep in mind though. Like the only thing they focused on this time was the 3 shield gimmick, was like the triple shield with the lights, like the PG Find a Battle. So in a sense, you are getting a kit that is like half price because that is like a P Bandai originally for the PG, which is like a $500 kit. So it depends on your perspective, right? But in terms of just comparing between the Asgard EX and the PG Unleashed, that is a good. I would definitely say the new PG is a better choice. But like I said, it really depends on what aesthetic you like and how you like your kits. Like, what you want, a more involved build versus, hey, this looks really good. It's not crazy complicated, but it does go together very well, right?
And if you love painting shit, this is going to be a great kit for you.
Yeah, I mean, the unicorn suffers from that. It is a pretty nice design, but also means like you can't detail much easily. But if you do want to detail, there is a nice photo etch set, which I'm not sure if it's still easily available. I can't remember the Korean company name, but they're the ones that made the photo etch for it. Yeah, the new PG is a huge improvement over just any kit in general from Bandai.
When you say PGU, do you mean PG Unicorn or PG Unleashed?
When he says PGU, he means the Perfect Grade Unleashed, which is the RX.
I'm glad you clarified that for him.
I'm basing off the previous night's discussions on how he discussed.
That was what you did.
No, that's fine. I don't give a shit.
Let's see here.
Honestly, if the Mark II gets this kind of a kit, I will throw the money in immediately. Especially because Zeta gets a kit like this. I love the Zeta.
Zeta kit.
Well, wish me luck before I cry when this contrast fucks up my whole paint job that I worked over the last 3 nights on.
Oh shit. I got my fingers crossed for you, bro. Okay.
The stickers Dave said is about half a millimeter thick, roughly. They are very thick. They're not sticker. They're not. You're talking about the clear green and red ones. Raldingo, is what I'm assuming is what you're referring to.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about.
And they have a killer adhesive.
Yes.
Adhesive is super strong as well.
Those thickers with 2 C's.
Yeah, they are thick, they are stiff, and they are super sticky.
They're actually nice stickers for once. For what they're meant for.
So the only ones that I've done so far is see if it'll focus in clear enough, is the back of the head here. So it did come with just the regular, these stupid ones, but I used, and I am actually very happy and will be leaving those in there. They look good in person. They look really good. They catch kind of reflection around it, kind of give it a little sparkle, but not like, oh my god, this is crazy. It looks super good. Alan says thick and stiff. And let's see here. Wyland says, all right, finish priming. Sweet. Let's see here.
Yeah. No Rub 1 transfers. I haven't seen a Rub 1 transfer since an old Strike kit. Old C.
Bandai, I mean, when Bandai does reprints of old kits, they still do have the dry transfers. They're technically still being made, but they haven't really made any new ones for kits that I can recall. Like for any new kits, I don't recall any of them coming with dry transfers. Like I said, it just generally falls in Bandai's philosophy of decals aren't worth it because not enough people that buy their kits generally want used decals.
Yeah, thanks
And
for perpetuating that, John.
You're like 0.5%, Dave.
Yeah.
Bandai is not thinking about you.
Overselling it. 0.5% overselling it.
So original shield, new shield. It is smaller, but the details are so much better. So there's the front side, and no, I haven't buffed. I haven't done anything. This is literally off the runners. This is the back side. So you have this that slides up and down. You got your little, lens thing that slides up and down. But compared to the original one, like layers. Lots and lots of layers. We like layers.
Dry transfers are nice in terms of when they're finally applied correctly. They do look pretty nice. The problem is they take too long, and getting them in the right spot is way too much work, especially when you have to put in 400 decals on the kit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there is no leeway of adjusting. It's you get one shot, that's it. Good luck. Also, dry transfers never have. I mean, because it's Bandai making the dry transfers, the print quality is mediocre at best. So.
Okay, so that is like that. That's like a mirror. I said, bend like a mirror. Get in there. And then okay.
I think that's fine, honestly. The red showing through the behind. I think it adds a little bit more layering, which I don't mind. I can see why people don't like. I can see why you don't like that. I think it's a little nice change. Just seeing the gray, like when it was like just gray color behind the shield, I think was sort of bland.
So,
and honestly, when you paint, if you're a painter, it will give you a nice area to paint behind, right? So you can change that up too.
Yeah. So Dr. Hasoon, which is usually, well, he'll stop by in the chat and stuff. He sent me a picture that someone took, almost like a photo etch mesh, but a mesh, and put between the red and the gray, and then they cut out sections in the shield so that showed through here, and then you saw that in the back, and it really added a nice dimension to it. It like more of like a framework to the shield. I actually thought it looked really good. I also was looking at it going, oh, that looked great if there was like a blasted chunk off, and you could see like see that, and that was kind of torn and burnt and stuff like that. But that's just me. I'm kind of weeby like that. Okay. So
okay, looks like contrast hasn't completely fucked me, which is good to know.
All right. So let us see how this ends up working. So here is our uppy downy. We've got the bracket in there. We'll slide up that and see how that sits. So I can kind of tell you. So you do have a lot of, like, you have a lot of movement that you can do with the shield, like a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 points of articulation that you can do to have this shield in pretty much any position that you end up wanting. My concern is this. and I truly think that could be a stronger connection, which I'm really confused by. Like, this should be stronger, because when I do this with just a pair of scissors, like, it is a really strong pull, but it's not as strong with whatever metal that they use to put in the arms. And it's also partially because you have this big surface for the magnet, and you have this like quarter of that size of the magnet point that it's attaching to. Let's see here. Dave, what kind of disaster stuff do we have in the magical drawer? Well, in the magical drawer today, we have that should have snapped a lot. Yeah. So I will probably be modifying that and changing out that magnet. And that's just because I'm like that.
What can you say about this? I kind of called that.
Yeah, I'll pull that out because that should be sticking like a lot harder. This is an N52.
Yes, Bandai has finally learned of the existence of magnets.
Yes.
Congratulations to Bandai.
Unfortunately, I think they used like a cheap metal for it. It's magnetic, but I think they use a cheap metal for the piece in the arm for the magnet to stick to. It sticks, but not super well. But then again, I am a fucking bitch when it comes to that. Yeah.
I mean, they made progress, baby steps. It was their first kit. I'll give them a pass.
One thing I would recommend, maybe glue a little felt or something like that, like a little buffer pad to.
So it doesn't slam the metal together, the magnets together.
No. On this piece right here, and then the hook around, so it doesn't scratch the shit out of your paint job, because it is going to end up. I would recommend doing that if you're painting it, or even like this. Like once you end up doing it, I can already see some scuffs on here where it's scraped back and forth.
Yes, Dave does have a magnet fetish.
Yes.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit.
He has to rub them gently every night before he goes to sleep.
If something if something ever ends up happening and there's some disaster and there were magnets involved, they would go, okay, let's search who's been buying the most magnets in the last year, and I would have the FBI or some shit at my door. All right, so that is what we were looking at today. I'm not going to bother with Core Fighter because I don't have time, because I'm waiting any minute now. Wifey's going to go, okay, I'm off. Fix me dinner. Work, slave.
Give me chicken thingies and mac and cheese.
Yeah, tonight she wants, what does she want tonight?
Corn dog.
What did she want? She wants pasta and mixed veggies with just butter, salt, and pepper. So, which is easy enough. Pasta in a pot and steamables in the microwave. All right, so let's switch over to Facey Cam. Here is our Facey Cam. Let's see here. And they actually have the magnet gimmick in both arms, so you could do either one. I don't know if I have any real criticism on the kit yet. Like, once I get everything together and I try doing some different poses and stuff, I may end up finding some. But man, so far I have been super happy with this build. It's been fun. As you guys know, for everything except for the weapon stuff, I went through and I sanded, I cleaned the nub marks, I panel lined, and then I buffed all the pieces to a matte finish. Because it shows up so much better. Like, if you compare how, I know that it won't focus on, but if you compare how you don't see a bunch of glare on there versus this is all kind of shiny depending on how the light hits it. That's why I ended up doing that. Very happy with that. even if you were just doing it out of the box to have on display, I think it would look great. These decals, God, I am so torn because I want to go through and I want to put for the review and everything. I'm not going. I don't foresee myself breaking down and painting this right away because I'm pondering some ideas with LEDs and stuff in my head to make it better. So, and I don't want to ruin these, but I might put them on there just for display and review purposes. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want to see. Yes, one of the Earth's poles is located at my house, and it, and it attracts.
That's why it's getting so much colder.
I don't even think I've gotten. Okay.
Dave, you're buffering with the balancer, aren't you? For gun primer right now.
I am. And if I wasn't using that, I'd be using my traditional. Link is down in the description of my buff and shine blocks that are for nails. Let's see here. So I think next I'll just build the core fighter and all the hands like off camera. I will panel line all that stuff. Oh, the shields can snap to the back. Okay. The gun can snap into the shield. Okay. What else we got? All the hatch gimmicks. Okay. Okay. The overpriced batteries. And the decals. Yeah, so the buffing sticks that I've been using, these are from Gun Primer, and it's the different balancers. I only been using the gray one, but if you can't get those on Amazon, and I know you're in the UK, on Amazon there is an equivalent to what I have linked down below, and they're called Buff and Shine blocks. There's a gray on one side and there's a white smooth on the other side, and these work excellent for removing like the swirly texture that you end up getting on the plastic. In fact, here, let me do, I got some time, she hasn't messaged me. Let me do this. Let's go back over and screw up my camera. Okay.
Yay!
So let me flick that off. So I have a brand new one here that I'm opening. These, at least here in the States, are about $10 for. They end up being about $1 each. The new side of this is not that much different than, what the hell did I do with it? Isn't really that much difference than the one from the balancer. The side's still new. Brand new, pretty much the same. So this side I am not going to mess with. You guys can see how in the different views how shiny that is. I'm just going to buff this area right here. What I enjoy doing is like panel lining, letting it dry, and then I will go over and buff, and it will remove the excess panel line that you ended up making a mess with, and matting out the surface at the same time. Now this does have, I am noticing it has some texture to it. The plastic itself. Almost like a fingerprint type texture. Kind of odd. And technically I'm done with that section, at least making it matte. I'm just trying to get rid of some more of that texture. And I'm showing with this one because it's what you can get, and you don't have to, I mean, you can just get them on Amazon. So buff down, there's that side. So there is some difference on there. If I did it with this guy's actually a little bit rougher. The balancer from sorry. The balancer from Gun Primer is actually rougher. But you can achieve the same effect. So there's that. If you wanted to be super crazy, like all cray cray, you take your slick side, if you didn't want
It's
to
kind of funny that they would reference that video earlier today too.
yeah, if you want to be all cray cray and you want sections of your kit to be super glossy, or you just want the whole thing to be glossy, so you have your original, and then you have your two sections that we just did. So buffed and then polished. So hopefully that makes someone a little bit happy. Help someone. But it gets rid of, I don't know if it's going to really show on here. Maybe if I zoom it in, it may show it.
It shows the shine, that oily baby smoothness.
Yeah. So you can kind of see there's like some swirly texture on this panel right here. That's from the mold. Oh, right there. You can see that shit blatantly, like right there. And so that's from the casting process.
It's a feature, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, is that what we're calling them now? Features. Swirls are features.
Because it didn't have swirls when they reprint have swirls now, so it is now a feature.
Yeah, no added cost. So we got rid of that. And then if you just wanted to, so there's that. The downside of polishing is it's going to show those sections, the sink marks and stuff, unless you sand that down completely flat. You can see the difference between the two sides there. But yeah. Okay, so let's see here. So Too Old for Toys says, yeah, I know the swirls. That would Alan says that would be used for high gloss finish, and Wyland says I can save you money. Instead of using airbrush cleaner, use tire cleaner. Huh? For what? Instead of using airbrush cleaner, use tire cleaner. But for what? In my airbrushes? Ed Flair says, happy swirl mistakes. It's art, don't you see? All right. So there's that. And let's see. What do we got? Ooh. So that did turn out good, John. And you were worried.
Yeah.
Nice.
It came out much. I wasn't to put it on my shelf for once.
For cleaning your airbrush. Honestly, like when I'm cleaning my airbrush, like cleaning, I'll use I'll soak it in like simple green or just like window cleaner. But if I'm cleaning out lacquers and stuff, then I'll. So does the tire cleaner work for cleaning out lacquers, or is it just for acrylics?
You gotta do it for science, Dave.
Well, I'm waiting for his response. Knowing me, I will. I'll use one of the Badger airbrushes as a test model.
Hey, another one kicking a bucket wouldn't be new.
Yeah, another video with like 8,000 dislikes on it. Wouldn't be anything new to me.
Most things, but use some thinner just in case. That sounds highly untested. Dave, for science.
Alright, let me write this shit down. Tire cleaner. Is there any particular brand? Let's write this shit down.
If I see about an explosion in Fresno, I know who it was.
Okay, tire cleaner. So, is there a so Wyland, is there a particular brand that you use or you've tested? Because I'll just order some shit on Amazon or go to the hardware parts or to the auto parts store and pick some up. I use Black Magic. Okay. Black Magic. I think I have some like it's tire cleaner, but it's more like a Armor All type stuff by them. Okay, I will check that out. We'll see what ends up happening, and if something goes horribly wrong, you will get the bill. Not you won't get a bill. We'll all laugh about it.
Done.
Okay, 1 sec.
Okay. We are holding. Please hold.
Holding on for.
I didn't even show you. I got a new shirt. Taco dirty to me. A coworker got me this shirt for Christmas. So you guys know me. I love my Deadpool stuff. So, so I have been super happy hanging out with you guys. This makes 4 live streams in a row. I am going to get into a habit of at least 1 to 2 a week. I am trying to do a little bit earlier. I like, so if I'm completely honest, I like coming home, having a snack, de-stressing, maybe taking a short nap, taking a shower, and then I live stream. I don't think I'm going to be doing the later, like starting at 8:30 anymore, because that seems really inconvenient for most people. So I will be on average starting about 7 o'clock. Let's see. Wyland says my grandpa uses Wesley's white wall cleaner, so that might be better, but I don't know. I'll try it. But so I'm going to try and be doing my lives about 7 p.m. West Coast time, which is about 9 o'clock East Coast time. Some days I will try a little bit, but I end up coming home and I'm too cranky from work and just too like burnt, so I need to kind of reset before I come on. Otherwise I'm more pissy than usual. But I have been really happy with you guys hanging out with me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Definitely stay tuned, because I'm going to work on just putting the regular stickers on here. I don't know if I'm going to stick these green and red ones on yet. I really have to ponder that as to when I will actually end up painting this, or if I'm going to just do another one. if I'm just going to buy another kit and start from scratch. I've really been pondering just starting from scratch. That way I can, now that I know how it goes together, of building the sections of the frame, painting it with the Nazca frame primer and the different colors, doing some details, and going up from there. Of course, you guys will be involved in that. And then just going from there. But we will be working, going back on the Hainu. I'm going to try and do another stream tomorrow night, 7 p.m. As usual, we may have some adult beverages and stuff like that. Maybe some shenanigans. I don't know. But definitely stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. If it doesn't help me in the algorithm, it will at least boost my ego. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Again, it boosts my ego. I don't know how many people are here that were not here in the beginning, but I am contemplating going back to my original channel name, which was my original like old forum name and everything, and it seems to come up in search more than Dave's World. Like a couple people, and then include Dave that's here in chat with me, has tested it, and I come up on the 4th page when you type in Dave's World. I come up on the 4th page, where if you type in the Gunpla Meister, I come up on the 1st page, and usually about the 2nd video down, at least from my searching. So I may go back to my original name. I mean, I liked having it as Dave's World, because it defined me. I am Dave, and there have been people, oh hey Dave, when I use the Gunpla Meister, it feels like it's a brand, or it's a thing. And then of course I always end up saying what my name is. So, but there for the longest time, like I didn't. And much like UC Gundam, I used to be in the position that he is. So he started off doing his videos where it was just no face cam or anything, more like it's a Gunpla, it's a Gundam, like you just see hands. That's all you end up seeing. And that was because most people that end up getting into making videos and stuff, they start off with slideshows or things with music over, like this, just showing and music over, because they're embarrassed of how they end up sounding. And then once you start doing it, you just kind of get over that. My biggest habit is the word like, you don't know how much I have to edit that out of videos, and I don't get them all. And part of that's just how my brain ends up working. It processes. Being partially dyslexic doesn't help with that, especially if I'm trying to read something or if I'm trying to think of something. My brain's usually going in 4 different directions at the same time. So that gives me a chance to focus my thought. And I almost did it again. I can't help it. I try and break myself of the habit. It's going to be there. But so you get used to hearing your own voice in video, and then like you see Gundam, now he wears like the jacket and a mask and sunglasses, and you know it's a person, but you don't see him. And I don't know if that's a persona or if he just hasn't gotten used to seeing his face on camera, or maybe he doesn't, because of what he does. He doesn't want to see, he doesn't want people to know who he is. And I understand that, especially if you're going into the military. I can understand that. You're anonymous when you're that way. You see Gundam on YouTube, and no one knows, unless they've seen your man cave in person or photos on your own personal page. Like, no one knows who you are. In a way, you're nobody. I over time have gotten used to my face being on there. I've actually had people recognize me, which is kind of embarrassing and cool at the same time. Like, I don't know how to react to that. I have patients that oh, hey, I happened to see one of your videos or so forth, which is cool. And I've gotten more and more used to it. But then again, I've been at this for off and on for 8 years. Too Old for Toys says, appreciate the stream, Dave. Back to work for me. All right, you have a great day, sir. No more fidget spinners, Dave. I mean, I still have some. I just haven't done that. And Too Old says, I understand why you went for Dave's World. Yeah. And I think I'm going to go back to the Gunpla Meister. It's what people know as, and when that name is mentioned somewhere in a group or something like that, people know who that is. Like, they recognize that name. When it's Dave's World, everybody's like, who? But when they use that one from the old forums and everything, everybody's like, oh, I know you. You're a fucking asshole. Or so yeah. And then Too Old for Toys says open-ended title. Yeah. So I'm going to get this guy all together, sticker him up with the regular stickers, do some panel lining on the stuff that I didn't end up doing, finish building the hands, the core fighter. I'm going to do a half-ass review on it as usual. I mean, I've already gushed over it in all these videos, but I'm going to try and make a short and concise, under 5 minutes, definitely under 10 minutes review of, hey, this thing is awesome, the hatch is open, buy it. And that's how I end up wanting to do it. But thank you everybody for your support. I love each and every one of you. And from myself and the other guys in chat, which is Dead to Death and the other Dave, peace out.
Hello. Adios. Have a good one.